to all. Something have a very hectic week to after come back from the make sure that everyone not tertinggal lah more focus about that. If you would like to have a replacement class, maybe it's not to these recording sessions, but I hope that can catch up. If you can what I'm teach today, you can refer back to the text. Textbook atau and I will explain in much more detail. But I thought that most of you already what we call that big enough or maybe dah cukup matang to learn, and there's lots of what we call technologies or digital information that you can gain instead of you skimming. Maybe many of you boleh guna ChatGPT or so for tools yang lain boleh explain in details. Oh, I have another tools, lovable tools. But yeah, please use all the tools, digitals or AI tools with a good manner, means that integrity and empathy. Please use it wisely, use it in good manners. Please taking care of yourself, because of maybe it's make you easy to understand the topic, make it easy for you to make a what we call that assignment that I given. But yeah, it's never help you during your interview. It will never help you much during your presentations, because it's back to yourself, it's back to your practicals, it's back to your skill. Saya sangat tekankan to all my students, not only this class, not only the other class, but everyone who being my student. I'm very strict on marking the assignment that with ChatGPT words. Then I understand that you are using the ChatGPT, so please. All right, so let me enter our chapter 7. If in our book it show you that in our book it's not chapter 7. Kalau dalam buku e-book it's chapter 8, but from our syllabus it's gonna be chapter 7, which is innovation strategy. Chapter 6 more on the innovation property. Is it we are register our property, hak cipta dan sebagainya. So now we're going to understand on the innovation strategy, which is chapter 7 in our syllabus, but chapter 8 in the textbooks. Okay, from this chapter, everyone will have or will be able to understand the nature of strategy management for your innovations, and you will be able to appreciate the needs to take a strategic perspective on the innovation itself. And of course, my student able to explain the nature of innovation strategy. Next, which is able to recognize the various innovation strategies that are available in the means of our exploitation, exploiting the innovation itself. And last but not least, I hope that my student able to evaluate innovation strategy and also determine the appropriate circumstances in which they use the innovations product, service ataupun proses itself. Okay, they have a hierarchy of strategy, which is it start from the business strategy and functional strategy, and last but not least, product strategy. So in your business strategy, it should be have a questioning to yourself, to your business, how do we compete? Do we compete with pricing? Do we compete with the quality? Do we compete in terms of features dan sebagainya? So it goes to the business strategy. How about the function strategy? When we talk about function strategy, it's mostly related to the technologies we use, function systems that we adopt and apply in our product. So how far the function can help user when they are using your product. For example, this mouse. When I'm using this mouse, what technology they use, how far it can help me or solve my problem and so forth. Okay, that one is function, based on the functions. So you are strategize your product based on your function. Okay, the last one, which is product strategy. So how do we innovate the product? First mover strategy ataupun innovator ataupun exploitation semacam tu. So meaning that product already exists in the market. For example, this mineral water already exists in the market. You can find out any mineral water in the market. So what kind of product strategy that you will come out, but it's considered as mineral water? What kind of mineral water with many flavor, but it's still mineral water? Pandan flavor, strawberry flavor, what else? Tapi dia adalah mineral water. It's just contain of the flavor without sugar. Alright? Because of its mineral water. Plain mineral water, you have plain mineral water, you make some sort of innovation. When I drink this mineral water, I feel like I'm drinking the strawberry. When I'm drinking the mineral water, I feel like I'm drinking the, what we call that, pandan flavor. So there's lots of innovation. It's based on the product itself. Alright. So the key aspect of innovation strategy tadi, first kali aspect dia whether to enter market or when we need to enter the market and where to enter the market. Whether to enter a market, it goes back to your product itself. Sesuai ke tak nak enter market? Ada permintaan ke tak? When to enter a market, which is you are asking yourself, you are asking your company and the organization itself, when is the suitable timing for you to enter the market? Okay, if you are you are producing the mineral water with lots of flavor tadi, bila sesuai untuk kita enter the market with that product? So you need to ask yourself, you need to ask your organization, team members and so forth, where to enter the market. Market mana yang kita perlu masuk? Adakah kita punya segmentation tadi more on young generation, sport person and so forth. Alright, so we need to identify this aspect. So innovation strategy is based on the internal and external also, whereas you need to define the challenges for innovator. The challenges for innovator, just saying just now, which is whether to enter the market, when to enter and where to enter. So the external routes yang you kena tengok adalah licensing, spin-off and also divestment. Meanwhile, for internal routes pula, dia lebih kepada first mover, follower, niche strategy and also derivative strategy. So what is first mover? You pun dah tahu kan. Kalau first mover, maksudnya you adalah orang pertama yang bawa masuk produk tersebut ke dalam pasaran. Kalau licensing, you take the innovation from so your branding name is licensing lah, spin-off and divestment. So there's different terms we use in the innovation strategy. When you come out with satu-satu produk tapi you tak nak pakai brand sendiri, you ambil license daripada orang lain. Contohnya you ada innovation untuk mouse. innovation untuk mouse ni kan. Mungkin mouse yang boleh nampak dalam ke function atau sebab. Ataupun, ataupun what else. Kan mouse yang macam lagi kecil daripada ni untuk senang jadi pointer. Mouse dan pointer. So senang untuk bila saya pergi jalan-jalan mengajar around the class, I can point saya sambil pakai. Macam dia two function, two in one punya function. So itu kalau saya tak nak produce sendiri ataupun keluarkan, sebab itu adalah idea saya. So saya licensing. Saya ambil license dengan Microsoft atau HP ataupun Canon untuk keluarkan produk bernama mouse Canon ke, HP mouse ke, kan macam tu licensing. Spin-off, divestment. Saya dah explain in terms of licensing and first mover. Then I would like to ask a group of students to explain on the spin-off, divestment, follower, latecomer, niche strategy, and also derivative strategy. Soon I will give this assignment to everyone. All right. So next, exploitation via 3 external routes, which is invention, invention ataupun exploitation ini pada licensing, pada spin-off, and also divestment. Itu adalah external. Kalau internal, dalam lah kan, inside the product. What are factors that leading you to use external routes? Apa faktor yang menyebabkan awak menggunakan licensing, spin-off, and divestment? Okay, lack of resources. Sebab awak kekurangan sumber ataupun you work alone, you don't have a capital. So itu sumber-sumber tu macam work alone because of you don't have team partner. Don't have capitals because of you are lacking of monetary system. Financial tak banyak, tak kukuh. Ataupun you tak yakin untuk melabur. So, lack of resources, lack of knowledge. So, poor fit with the company strategy, and also last but not least, which is lack of reach. Reach ni maksudnya you nak sampai ke network yang besar untuk dapat huge production tu. So itu yang memerlukan you menggunakan external routes to innovations. This is your strategy. When you have the innovation product, innovation untuk sesuatu benda, ke mana dulu kita nak pergi? Adakah melalui internal routes ataupun external routes? So this is the factors. Alright. So next. And this is from the Cicerone, come up with 3 factors for licensing. I don't want to read it or go through this, just you can read out. All right, so form of spin-off. There's 3 the most used spin-off company, which is company flotation via an initial public offering, IPO. And there is also management buyout, where the company is sold to the managers. Management buyout ni, you dah ada company, spin-off, dah ada company. And then, you ada manager. So, sekarang company you dibeli oleh manager tersebut. So, itu panggil spin-off. Sales to venture capital organization will invest in expectation of latest harvest. Maksudnya, bila you ada satu bentuk innovations, you jual you punya venture capital kepada organisasi yang nak membeli capital dengan you. Nak membeli you punya, what we call that, saham tadilah. So, biasanya, contoh you ada innovation, you nak buat produk baru dekat company you, tapi you tak cukup sumber. So, you perlukan investor luar. So, investor ni dia akan beli saham dengan you untuk hasilkan produk tersebut saja. Okay, sales to another company. Another form of spin-off. Okay. Tadi saya minta you all can explain on this terms. Okay, sorry. I need you to recall back. I will give you the this kind of short assessment. To you prepare a short brief or short justification or definition on the each internal and external routes tadilah. All right, so internal routes we have 4 now. So already explained on the first mover strategy. If you want to go more details, first mover, it's happened at the early stages of product introductions, meaning that you are the one that introduced that kind of product. You are the one that introduced that kind of service. Contohnya Grab Food, Pepsi, Grab yang introduce benda tu dulu. So ia adalah first mover and then follow up by Lala Move lah apalah sebagainya. Alright. So niche strategy and then the rest. Itu saja untuk topik chapter 7. Let me check on the chapter 8 in our syllabus. But in the textbooks it's chapter 9. So I change this as a chapter 8 lah. Kan? Oh, it's on the technological entrepreneur. So, menjadi entrepreneur dalam bidang teknologi. And there's lots of things I want to share about the technology entrepreneur. Because I just come out with saya baru sahaja selesai program tadi 3 hari program berturut-turut 13, 14, 15 which is on the big thing startup. The big thing startup competitions. Maksudnya diorang ada innovation product, diorang masuk competition sebagai startup lah, company pemula. So mereka ni around the Malaysia lah, bukan daripada Kelantan saja. Maksudnya semua IPTA dalam Malaysia terlibat lah, termasuk UMS, Unimas dan semua. Then this one is anjuran KPT sebenarnya. We just organize that things. So it's very interesting. There is lots of technology entrepreneur yang saya nak introduce to you. What kind of product yang diorang dah introduce to the audience. They pitch the product, they try to deliver what kind of technology they are introducing. So nanti saya share benda tu untuk next topic and I prefer that I have a face-to-face session online with you all lah. Okay, so this one I tutup dulu. I will come back to you by next week on our chapter. Hey, alright. So since we have an assessment, you can did this assessment and submit to me in 1 pages of slide pun okay. Tak payah banyak-banyak slide, 1 page slide saja. Okay, that's all for today. I hope everyone is clear. So for those who have a problem in your assignment, mock-up, please ask me. Please ask for help. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy your weekends. Bye. Assalamualaikum.